Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie from All Things Possible, and today I'm going to be just doing a voice over my raws. I have my dog Ponyo here with me and I don't know what she's doing. So today I'm just going to kind of talk about what I did on this day anyways with Manny and why I think it's really important to teach your horse how to stretch. Okay, so the thing about this day that I worked him, we had a terrible day before this one and we just weren't clicking and things were wrong and my riding was terrible. I was basically a potato on his back and I felt like a fart. But on the bright side, this was the day after that and I came out here and he gave me the most amazing ride ever. And as you can see, I started him out in a walk and he was really tense, and even in his trot he was very tense. He wasn't wanting to stretch, very hollow through the back. Got him to stretch a little bit here, but still he was very hollow and tense, but that's okay because towards the end we get a really nice stretch. This is me before I don't even think I lunged him, so he was a little bit fresh. And another thing, I was looking at some of my reinbacks, and this is by far the best reinback that I've seen me do actually, because he has diagonal pairs and it looked amazing, so I'm so proud of him for that, and he's just getting better and better all the time. But anyways, back to what I was saying about this being a way better ride than the day before. The day before, I don't know, it was really an off day and I was kind of discouraged by that, but I came out here and I got the best ride that I think I could possibly get out of him, or the best ride that I've ever gotten out of him, and he was working off of my seat, as you could see there. He was listening to me. He's listening quite well, actually. And as you can see, he's starting to stretch in the walk. And this is something that I haven't been able to achieve before. But on this day, he actually stretched at the walk. He normally stretches at the trot, but he kind of has a problem with stretching at the trot, or at the walk. But he was actually stretching at the walk. And I was really surprised by it. It was just amazing and one of the best moments in our career, if you want to call it that. One of the best moments that I've had with him, because it just seems like we've worked so hard on this stuff and he's actually finally getting it. And I'm so excited to progress, and it just seems like things are happening and I'm really excited about that. So back on to why stretching is important, or why I find it important. Once you get your horse to stretch over his back and you teach them, it's something that the horse actually has to learn. You have to teach them how to stretch, and once they start stretching, it feels good to them and they want to do that. They feel more balanced, they feel just better about themselves, they have a stronger top line, and this is where we build top line. Once they start to stretch, they push their backs up instead of having it down and hollow. And like now, you can see he's walking kind of in a stretch. Every time he comes up, he hollows out, but then once he goes back down into a stretch, he has a nice, not quite there yet, but a more round of a frame. And I'll talk a little bit about frames. Everybody thinks a frame is all about the head and the neck, but it's really not. People use a lot of mechanical devices, which I don't agree with, such as draw reins. And I actually went to this barn once and this horse was a little bit tense. I guess he was younger and he wasn't really used to riding in an indoor arena, and the trainer told the rider to just go throw him in a pair of draw reins. And I thought that was really kind of stupid because this horse was already pretty tense. The last thing he would need is for his head to be cranked down and almost shoved to his chest every time, and not have the movement of his head and not have any movement through his back. See, once you pull the horse's head and force them into a frame, that's when you have more of a hollowing out in the back. The carriage, they don't carry themselves correctly. It would almost be like somebody tying your head down or your chin to your chest and asking you to do advanced moves like running or jumping or whatever. What I was saying was, it was really ridiculous, and you would see the horse, it would actually have a few moments of kind of a connection a little bit with the bit, or being a little bit on the bit, but then most of the time he'd go around the arena and he would be really stiff in his movements, and he'd have a lot of just jerking and stuff like that with his movements. And you didn't see the nice flowing gaits, you didn't see the actual joint movements, you would just see kind of a jerking motion. So, do I think draw reins are bad? Yes, in the wrong hands, draw reins are bad. I don't use draw reins because you can really severely hurt your horse. So, some of the things that can happen to your horse is they can start breaking at the pole or breaking at the third vertebra, which is really, really bad. That's not good. And it takes a really long time to repair that vertebra. The next thing you can obviously do is hurt the back quite a lot, and a lot of people think it's different things, these horses being sore or unsound, and it's mainly because they don't know how to carry the weight of a rider. And they've never been trained in how to carry the weight of the rider. And yeah, it's really important to teach your horse how to stretch, because not only is stretching good for your horse, but it's good for you, and it teaches you how to balance and how to, as you can see, I have him on a very long rein and he's stretching on his own. I'm not forcing him to do that. He's doing that because he feels balanced and he feels really good about going forward with his head down. And that's how nature intended them to be. Having their heads down, grazing all the time, moving that way with their heads down. And anytime you see Manny, anytime he comes up, you can obviously, he gets hollow, his movement in his legs gets short and kind of jerky movements, not a whole lot of action in his legs. But once he starts stretching, he gets that really nice long trot that we like to see. So, as I was saying, it's really important to teach your horse how to stretch, and I'll do a few videos on actually teaching your horse how to stretch. It'll be a good learning experience for all of us, not only for me teaching you guys, but for you to be learning this, because this is really important. Also, everything I've learned is from Will Fabreau from Art to Ride, and he is amazing. He's such a great teacher. You just watch everything that he does, all of his work in hand, all of his lunging, actually in the saddle riding. It's amazing, and he has helped me so much. So I will link his channel down below and you can go check that out. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and if you have any questions on anything that I kind of went over today, you can just go ahead and leave them in the comments below and I will answer them. Also, I have some awesome stuff on my website. You can just go and check that out. I also have a apparel shop now, and you can just go and check that out and support Manny and I in our adventure that we have going on here. So thank you so much for watching my videos, and I will see you in my next one.